Chapter 10 discusses single row functions. A function is a predefined block of code that accepts arguments. Remember, arguments are the term used for data. So we pass data to a function, the function processes that data and returns some result. In Chapter 10, we're going to talk about single row functions, which look at one row of data and return one row of results. If it looks at 2 rows of data, it returns 2 results. It returns 1 result for each record processed. In Chapter 11, we'll discuss multiple row functions, where the function will look at multiple records, a group of records, process that group of records, and return 1 result. There are many types of functions discussed in Chapter 10. This video will discuss the case conversion functions. A case conversion function alters the case of data stored in a column or in a character string. And by case we mean uppercase, lowercase, from a capital A to a small a. You can use a case conversion function in a select clause, or you can use a case conversion in a where clause. Keep in mind that these conversion functions are not converting the actual data, it's converting the appearance of the data so that we can see our results in the selected case, or we can compare the results to a selected case. The lower function is used to convert characters to lowercase. So if used in the where clause, as we see here, we convert the last name to lowercase, not permanently, but only for the purpose of comparing it to this literal string. Notice that the results in this example show the data in uppercase. That's because the data was entered in uppercase. Notice in the select clause of this example that there is no case conversion function being used. We simply are selecting first name and last name, and we want to see it as it was entered. In this graphic example, we're using the lower function in both the select clause and the where clause. But let's focus on just the select clause. Because we have used the lower function for both the first name and the last name in the select clause, the results show the first name in all lowercase and the last name in all lowercase. The upper function is used to convert characters to uppercase. It's used in the same way as the lower function. It affects the display of characters if used in the select clause, and it is used to modify the case of characters for a search condition when used in the where clause. Here's an example of the upper function being used in the where clause. The INITCAP function converts characters to initial capitalization. So as we see in this graphic example, the INITCAP function is being used with the first name field and with the last name field. So notice the results has Becca with an uppercase B and Nelson with an uppercase N.